Alright, so I got back from seeing Spider-Man, and in the process of watching Spider-Man, I went on my phone to tweet about how mid the movie was, because it truly was just pretty good. While I was tweeting in the middle of this crowded theater with two people who hated me brightly shining a light in their face, I was I was noticing a pattern that black Twitter, especially black nerd Twitter or blurred Twitter, was getting very irate about something and realized Wonderman had just been canceled. Wonderman being the Marvel Spotlight show that came out last year about a black actor who has superpowers but he can't let anybody know. They were also complaining about Mahershala Ali being sacked for the role of Blade. Now, Mahershala Ali has been in talks of doing Blade for almost about 10 years at this fucking point. Blade script has been sacked indefinitely, and from what I was understanding, it had something to do with slaves. Now, if that is the case, that's good that they sacked it, because that sounds like shit. It's starting to feel like all we can get is slave and gang movies and TV shows and media. Like, fuck, even in the Marvel universe, where niggas are shooting laser beams out of their fingertips and shit, we gotta still be slaves? Are you serious? This noticing by the beady-eyed noticers then went on to have a chain effect on blurred Twitter, realizing that a lot of the black projects have either been straight up abandoned or recasted in lieu of actually having shit going on. Captain America, Steve Rogers is back in Avengers Doomsday. Fucking Sam Wilson is being sidelined as the black Captain America. Isaiah Bradley was so correct. They'll never let a black man be Captain America. Robert Downey Jr. got to do blackface though, so maybe there is a path to the better thing. Ironheart has been sacked. The actor has been recasted. I can't remember exactly why, but it was either because she was a bitch or just because the show straight up sucked. Also, I'm pretty sure the wee-wuzzery of Iron Man, his legacy, wasn't really appreciated by the wider demographic of people. The best thing they could give us in the last, I don't know, 10 years of black and way of black excellence has been the exaggerated swagger of a black team. And that's just coasting off all the Spider-Man shit. So without Spider-Man, who the fuck would even care about Miles Morales? Remember when they had that entire Miles Morales universe thing? The multiverse of Miles? He was everybody. He was Wolverine. He was Hulk. He was Jesus. He was everybody. He was Thor in the hood of Asgard, of Odin's son. No shit, Marvel doesn't give a fuck about black people. You see how they represent us? We only get white man's hand-me-downs, i.e. another character's legacy, and then you just insert a different colored character into there. Or we just get characters that have no real building or like world around them or interest in, and they're always like some fifth tertiary character. And all you people that were clapping up Sam Wilson being Iron Man and his dumbass speech at the end of Winter Soldier, or Ironheart, or any of these other race swaps and shit like that, all of you people that were clapping and eating that shit up, it's your fault. You wanna know how it's your fault? Because they saw your complicity with just taking a white guy, retiring him, and then putting a black guy in his stead, and said, oh my god, we don't even have to bring out fucking black characters anymore. We don't even have to bring out Blue Marble. We don't have to bring out Brother Voodoo. We don't have to bring out any of these characters. You know what we can do? We can do a reverse Destiny situation, where instead of turning the dark to the light, we bring the light to the dark. Like, for example, I was just talking about Wonderman, the catalyst to all of this noticing by the black noticers, and I went back to watch Wonderman because I had forgotten about it because it was so irrelevant to anything that was going on. It was another one of those slightly connected but disconnected like minor projects that I didn't even think was going to get a season 2. But, you know, it was in the talks of it was gaslit for a season 2. And I was watching it and I'm like, man, I actually like this story. Besides them not doing a lot of superhero shit, this actually isn't a bad story. And the weird thing is, in canon, the Wonder Man was an actor from a movie that the Wonder Man we know. And he was white. And so this is like, I don't know, this is like 18 different levels of culture vulturing. But because I've actually read comics before and I know a little bit about Wonder Man, I couldn't help but notice that this guy was fucking black. Why? And he's one of those characters on the list of examples of how Marvel doesn't care about black characters. That doesn't even really make sense. He's not even an original black character. He's just the black version of the white guy, and they're stealing the white guy's story to make him black. That's it. Like, and the same thing with Falcon too. It's like he's not Captain America. You could give him a frisbee all you want. That doesn't make him Captain America. Speaking of Captain America, as we tend to do to each other, black people on Twitter started turning on one another, blaming their brothers and sisters for why we don't get enough support for minority characters, even turning the finger on RDC World for always shit talking Falcon for not having any super soldier serum. But it's like true, like why would the one black Captain America, you know, in the mainstream, you don't give him any powers, he's just still the flying guy. You know who's my favorite unoriginal black character? Black Goliath. It's the GOAT. Not even just that though, I was seeing on Twitter that they were calling Marvel just like the worst shit. They're Marvel slave owners, slave catchers, slave rapists, slavers. They're white slaves, slave white. They were calling Marvel every day but the fucking sun. For characters that aren't even really like original characters, like Ironheart, fucking Falcon, Captain America Falcon, Wonderman. These aren't even original black characters. So like, come on, let's keep it a B. Like, you're just calling them racist because they're taking away the small percentage of black characters, binary. Like, the only one that really got hoed was Mahershala. He's the only guy I fucking really feel bad for. Well, and Rhodey. I feel bad for Rhodey too. And another like character that's not really an original character, he's just Black Iron Man, but even fucking cooler looking. And I feel bad for him too. Rhodey got hoed with armor wars and shit, and that's something they should have committed to without Riri. But I seen fan casting along all the racist tweets at Marvel to have the black kid from Stranger Things be Cyclops. What the fuck is wrong with you? Hey, why would he be Cyclops? And that pretty much says it all right there. Unnecessary race swap for a character. We all know what race he is. We all know what color he is. So it doesn't really matter swapping to black. But this is the shit they've been getting away with for years because people have been letting them get away with it for years. If you demand better, you'll get better. Most of the time. Sometimes you'll still get fucked over. It's like getting your roof fixed, you know? He's gonna upcharge the fuck out of you anyway. So you might as well at least demand he do a good job while upcharging you. So the point, black people are upset that black characters are getting erased from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. My point, black people are getting erased from Marvel Cinematic Universe because these were never their characters to begin with. And the conclusion, how we fix it, the solution. We have to start demanding good characters that are original black characters with actual writers backing them and not just people inserting their politics into every single thing that they deem necessary, such as comics, which we don't need it in. So instead of making Iron Man a black guy, just make a character that's his own thing. Or introduce one of the 70 billion you already have, your choice.